The other side of the pond now, rumours that Meghan Markle has her eye on the White House seem to be gaining momentum, with one royal commentator saying she's making all the right noises for a future career in office. The Duchess of Sussex has teamed up with activist Gloria Steinem to speak out following the overturning of Roe versus Wade. And speaking to Vogue magazine, she said, "We have to band together and not wallow. We have to do the work." Not quite sure what she means by that. Joe Biden's sister Valerie agrees Meghan could make it to the very top. This is what she said back in May.
You think she'll make a good potential candidate one day, maybe for president?
Yes, perhaps. Of course she will.
So, Megs for president? Surely the Democrats are in enough trouble as it is.
I cannot think of anything worse.
Funnily enough, the McCain family know a little thing or two about running for president. And McCain's daughter has actually written a piece for the Mail tomorrow to say that, you know, this is the last thing the Democrats need, and actually doing a presidential campaign is the very most difficult thing, and the last thing Meghan Markle would have to do, because it actually involves quite a lot of hard work. It doesn't involve flying around in private jets. It involves being on buses and stopping at places and talking to people.
And it involves a huge amount of money.
And it involves a huge amount of money. I suspect, like we often say about Meghan Markle, that, you know, she will touch upon various different places and different things, and she'll do some good, and she might even raise some issues that people want to talk about. But she doesn't appear to me to be somebody who sticks at things for very long. You know, they signed up a deal with Spotify to do a series of podcasts. So far, they've done one in a year, and they're thinking of maybe doing another one this year. You know, Netflix are saying, if you're not that close to the royal family, maybe you're not worth that much money. So maybe she's thinking politics is another way out. And I just think, you know, she likes being in the centre of things. I don't get the sense that when she went to where the Texas massacre took place, that was the best idea she could have had. And I just don't think that she's really ready for prime time when it comes to politics.
I mean, she has always had strong opinions, and I think all of us, you know, we're all in favour of free speech, so I don't think any of us would want her not to be able to...
She can say what she likes.
To say what she wants, to speak her truth, as she would say, although none of us would use that expression. And, of course, if you are a working royal, you're not allowed to be political. You're not even allowed to vote if you're a member of the royal family. So, of course, by going to the States, and by stepping back, she has allowed herself to be political again. But her popularity is waning.
So when you say again, I mean, people have never heard of her in the political sphere.
Exactly. Well, no, she always had this blog that she had when she was an actress, and she talked about a lot of political issues back then. So that's not phony. I think her interest in issues, I don't think, is phony. But I'm not sure that she's got the support, because, as I was just saying, her popularity is waning.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
writing a blog,
in the States.
you know, from Toronto about things that you care about is not quite the same.
Yeah,
as
it's a very
you know, it's like being in my sixth form project. I'd like to be a president.
When I saw exactly,
you know,
it's like discovering my Auntie Maureen wants to be the president.
Yes, but if she
hadn't, preposterous situation.
If she hadn't done that previously, you'd all be sitting here right now saying, "Well, she wasn't into politics before."
Well, I wouldn't.
No, but why is it not that, you know, if you read that she's considering being a local councillor in California, a political councillor, or standing for mayor, you go, but no, straight to the White House.
But that's not her fault.
It's admirably ballsy and ambitious.
She's going to be the president. It doesn't really work like
Did she not write a letter to Nancy Pelosi? And so it is her fault that she's
she's always been political.
She's tilting at the most powerful people.
You know that when she criticised that campaign of a woman using washing up liquid to wash dishes, and she wrote to the White House and she got invited and stuff like that. So she's always been kind of political in that sense. I think it's more of the issue of her fame, right? Because, yes, her fame is waning, but also before she married Harry, I think I was the only person that knew of her because I used to watch her show, and I thought, oh, who's this beautiful Puerto Rican lady? But now it's like, you know, if she couldn't hack it in the royal family, which is actually a lot less pressure than being president or being in any sort of significant political office, what makes her think she could possibly sort of make this transition into American politics?
To jump to her defence, she hasn't said that she would jump into
To be fair, yes.
This is what political commentators or royal commentators...
Hasn't denied it, though, Nicola.
She's not denied it. She hasn't denied lots of things. But they are all throwing this question to her. Or not even to her. They're asking it of anybody else who happens to be on TV at the time. And I hate the idea that just because a woman in the public eye has spoken out against overturning Roe v. Wade, oh, suddenly she wants to try and be president. No, I would hope that the majority of women who had heard about that case being overturned would be angry and would want to speak
But
out
they're
and
not saying
wallow.
about women who've spoken about that particular case. They're saying about Meghan. And Meghan has always been political. Meghan, even when, in the lead up to the Trump-Biden election, was saying vote for love, vote for compassion, vote for truth tellers.
Yeah.
She's always been like this, right? She's not the only woman to have spoken out against. I'm pretty sure there's not a single breathing woman in Hollywood that hasn't spoken out about the Roe v. Wade case. Who's that celebrity that's, you know, renouncing his American citizenship because he's so outraged by it? You know, it's not that she is being targeted for a political, you know, being tipped off for a political career because she's a woman speaking out on politics. It's because she has always spoken out about politics and
it's always in an interview with somebody. It's always with, you know, Oprah Winfrey or Gloria Steinem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that way. She could actually go and help a local women's refuge or go and find herself involved in some, you know, a pro-choice movement. She could do all that without having the publicity for it.